Hi everybody, it's Adrian Nelson here, from Great Life, and just want to say hi, and I hope that everybody's doing great. And just sending you a quick video to just give you some motivation and some inspiration out there. And I think I just also quickly wanted to speak to you about the hypnosis that I do. A lot of people has been asking me about that lately. So I'm a regression hypnotist. So what I do is past life regression. So you go into a previous life. And in a session, we normally go to about 1 to 3, but your session is guided by your higher self or source or your oversoul or whatever you want to call it. And we go to a past life that is relevant to the life that you're currently living. So, how does it fit in with you? What lessons are there to learn? What do you maybe need to release to get to the point in life where you would like to be? So there's past life regressions, because I always say to people, it's all fair and well that that you were a baker in a previous life, or you were whatever, you were a slave or a king or a boss or whatever you were. It's wonderful to know those things, but what is the point to having that information, and it doesn't really serve you in a positive way. So my sessions are all about serving you in a positive way. It's about forgiveness, it's about letting go, it's about what do you need to release from the heart into the light, so that your blessings and your miracles can come in. Because something really amazing that happens is that the blessings and the miracles and the prosperity and the abundance and the success and all the great things in life that are meant for you are always yours. It's not this. We live in a community where, or the westernized part rather, where you sometimes feel that if you miss out on something, that it's gone. And I just want to kind of, I suppose, set the record straight that what is yours, and it's always yours. There's more than enough to go around. There's enough abundance for everybody. There's enough prosperity for everyone. It's not I get and then you don't get, or you get and I can't get. There's more than enough for everybody. And it's important to know that, and it's important to realize that. And even if you're having a bit of difficulty accepting that, that's fine. As long as you're kind of open to the possibility that there's a possible truth to it, that's all good. Um, so that's past life regression, and then I also do age regression, which is where you go from where you're currently at to the point of inception, and you can like remember everything. Really, your subconscious mind remembers everything. There's life between lives, which is great. That's when you're in the soul plane. What's your purpose? What is your plan? Why did you incarnate? We may go and look at your akashic records. It all depends on what the higher self, kind of sees is necessary for you in this point in life to live your life. And I think that is a great thing that I have. And what I love so much about these sessions is that your life improves very quickly, because you let go of things that no longer serve you. And then when you let go of those things that no longer serve you, those blessings and those miracles that were yours all along, they somehow just flow into your life, because now the space has been created for them, which is great. It's like, I always say that it is like buying a house. Buying a house where some people lived before. So before you can make it all pretty and beautiful and do everything that you want to do with it, you may need to first scrub down the walls. Maybe you need to paint it. You may need to, I don't know, sort out your pipes, maybe your electrical wiring. There may be some stuff that you need to do before it can be beautiful. And that's the same thing with your life. You need to maybe get rid of some things that don't serve you positively in order for those beautiful things to have space to flow into your life. So that is really quite nice, and I think that is what I love about what I do. It's always very exciting to me, because I know that my sessions are 4 hours long. So there's like a little, there's be like a consultation beforehand. We just talk about why did you decide to have the session, and then I explain to exactly what hypnosis is, because a lot of people think that hypnosis is similar to sleep, and it's not. You usually get that it will kind of go in 3 different ways. You get some people that are gone. They are totally gone. They remember nothing. They are oblivious to the whole thing. Then you get some people that are very, very aware of the whole thing. So they're aware of their surroundings, and then you kind of get the majority of people are in between. The important thing to remember is it doesn't really matter whether you remember what happens or not. Um, your subconscious mind is what we work with. So the conscious mind goes in the back and the subconscious mind comes forward. And we work with the subconscious mind. And obviously, I practice NLP. I'm a Reiki master, crystal healing. I'm an angel healer. I also do tarot cards. So I kind of pull everything together of what I do. And my one friend is a Kundalini practitioner, and she kind of taught me some stuff. So I pull everything that I have together in the session for you to make sure that you benefit to the greatest way that you possibly can, which I think is wonderful. Also, something great about the sessions, what I do particularly, is called future life progression. And the way that future life progression works is that because time and space don't really exist, but they're very valuable for our lives here on, planet Earth as a soul having a human being experience. So what you'll do is you'll say, okay, we'll look at it, and so these are your choices or your decisions that you're looking at going forward, and how will this impact your future? Because you may say that you would like to have prosperity, that you would like to have abundance, that you would like to be successful financially, romantically, employer-wise, whatever really. But that's all fair and well. But then it's also going forward. The decisions, or rather the prompts, and what we're building into your subconscious mind, will this serve you positively going forward? You may maybe say that you would like to be financially very strong, and we can build incredible patterns into your mind, and within 6 months time your whole life can be so different, because suddenly you have all the abundance and the money and everything that you ever wanted. But it may not be the best plan for your life, because how will it affect your personal life going forward? Will you have time for your family? Will you have time for yourself? Might you be exhausted? Because your subconscious mind hears what you want, and once you told it what you want, it's going to go towards it, regardless, whether you believe it or not, whether you want it or not, unless you obviously change it. Because here's something about the subconscious mind, is that from about the 2 million bits of information that it observes happening around us all the time, about 2 million bits of information per second that it perceives, it's impossible for us to actually take in all, or for our conscious mind to process all of that. It's just too much. So based on whatever your story is about you and yourself and your life and your belief about life and your belief about yourself, the subconscious mind will filter based on what your story is about you, really. When everything comes down to basics, it will determine what your conscious mind becomes aware of. And from the 2 million bits of information per second that you get, it only gets about 200 bits. So it's a very small percentage. So what we then do, in my holistic soul hypnosis sessions, is we see what is the information that you want your subconscious mind to present to your conscious mind, which directly influences and determines what your experience of life will be. So that is how the whole law of attraction works. Your thoughts create your life. They really, really do. Your thoughts and your beliefs create your experience of life. And we have a lot more control over that than we think. I mean, if I take in just my own life, it is now my second day that I'm in Johannesburg. And I've always wanted to come to Johannesburg. I'm almost 37 years old. And I've always wanted to come to Johannesburg. Never worked out. But when I kind of said, this is what I want, but I just let it go. It just happened so easily and so effortlessly. Within less than 2 weeks, everything just worked out. It was easy. It was effortless. I didn't have to stress about anything. And for me, that is the incredible thing. That is really how the power of hypnosis works, because you work directly with the subconscious mind. And I think that is the great thing for me that makes such a big difference. That is so wonderful and great and fantastic. And also because I love my crystals. I always have crystals in my sessions. Also, crystals, the way that crystals work, just by the way, since we're talking about crystals, is that crystals emit a certain energy, you know, whatever that energy may be, a certain energy frequency, and it doesn't change. The human body consists mostly of water, and water easily absorbs energy. And so when you place the crystals on the body and also do something called quantum touch, where you kind of like amplify the power of the crystals absorbed by your body, and that is how it really changes you. So instead of only coming for a crystal healing session, instead of only coming for a Reiki session, instead of only coming for an angel healing session, or only for an NLP session, or only for a hypnosis session, you can actually come for all of it, you know, all at once. And I always say to people, like, you know, if you had a choice to change your life, why wouldn't you want to do that? Because the thing is, we are being conditioned by what happens around us in any case. You know, the advertising agency is a great example of that, because they present the mind over and over with the same idea. So eventually the subconscious mind accepts it as truth. So since it happens all the time, you can just as well program your mind in a way that works for you easily and effortlessly. And I think the wonderful thing is, like, I love affirmations. Affirmations are powerful, but affirmations need a period of time to work, you know, because your mind obviously has to get used to the new information that is being presented to it. Because we work directly with subconscious mind, you know, you don't have to break through the barriers of the conscious mind with a holistic hypnosis session. It just happens very, very quickly, and that is the great thing about it. But you know, just apart from that, I just want to encourage you to. There's something that I have that if somebody else can do something, I don't see why I can't do it. You know, we are all born onto the same planet with the equal opportunities, and I know there's many excuses that you can use. You know, I'm not from the same background as you. I don't have money. I don't have the same opportunities. All those type of things. But it is about knowing what you want in life and moving towards it. And I always also I know that in a previous video I spoke about this, but I feel this is something very important. Is that when you have a clear plan about what you want in your life, very clear, you know, the universe will work it out for you. So you focus on the what you want, but not the how. The universe will sort out the how for you. It's about being clear and then surrendering it and let it go. Um, and yeah, and even if you don't have a plan, because sometimes a person doesn't have a plan, then I mean, what I did when I didn't have a plan, I said, like, you know what, universe, God, whatever you want to call, you know, the power that created us, the source of all. I call it source of all. You know, that's just my name for it, but you can call it whatever you want to really call it. Um, because, you know, I would like to have a life where I feel at peace, a life where I don't have to worry about money, a life where I wake up happy every day, you know, and then you determine what is happiness for me. So even if you don't have a clear outlay yet, you can also say about what it is that you want to have, and your subconscious mind will start to actually work at giving those things to you. But for today, wherever you may be watching this video, it's Sunday in South Africa. It's about midday. It's about 12 o'clock. But I just want to wish from my heart. I want to wish you all the best. I want to wish you everything that's beautiful. I want to wish you success, prosperity, abundance, and I want to let you know that regardless of the outer circumstances that life is presenting to you at this point in time, you can have anything you want to. You can do anything you want to. And a great way to even start that ball rolling is with forgiveness. And I know sometimes it can be very hard to forgive people for stuff, because people do stuff to you and you're very hurt about it. But those things also hold you back. And forgiveness is all about releasing yourself from that energy, from that karma that holds you back in life. That because it really just prevents you. You know, I think something I realized a couple of years ago, when I first had trouble with forgiveness, is that I can go around being upset and unhappy, with people that did stuff to me or didn't do stuff or whatever I perceive it, and I can, hate them and blame them or whatever. But the bottom line is those people might not even care about how I feel. Um, and so I'm kind of holding my own life back because I have an expectation from other people who really don't care. So, and sometimes it's very hard to forgive. And I know that the incredible Louise Hay, who wrote a book called You Can Heal Your Life, that is an amazing book if you really want to start changing your life. It's called You Can Heal Your Life. It was published by Hay House, which Louise Hay found. Um, but then when I found that it was difficult for me to forgive, so Louise suggests that you can be willing to forgive. And I used to have my own photography business, and I was really good and I loved it and it was incredible. And then somebody came around, somebody that I helped, I gave this person a home to stay for like a couple of months. The person I didn't have a job, it gave me like money. Um, and I really went out of my way, tried my absolute best. And this person ended up stealing all my photography equipment. I am talking about two cameras, lenses, tablet, a lot of stuff, a couple of thousand rands, worth of value. And I was so upset for about a year, and then I couldn't be willing to forgive. I really couldn't. I tried, and then I realized, sometimes you can actually be willing to be willing, and it actually does make quite a difference. So, I'm wishing you all the best. Love and light. Namaste, my beauties, and until I speak to you again soon. Bye.